So yesterday was over 100 degrees and today seems like it's going to be a warm day too. So I'm going to try to get some stuff done outdoors first and then figure out what to do. I think I might go to the coast and do some painting over there because it's usually 10 or 15 degrees cooler. So that's the plan. Here we go. I need to cap this because when it rains, water leaks through the cracks and then stains these boards here. So I'm going to mill some wood and then put a cap on top here. So that pile of reclaimed redwood was on my driveway for like 6 weeks. But now that I've sorted through it, I can finally clean up. So as I mentioned in a previous video, the fence I built was made from reclaimed redwood. My dad just saw somebody throwing out a bunch of redwood planks from an old fence and he decided to collect them up. About 2/3 of the fence was built with that recycled wood. So I imagine that the wood he picked up had to be hundreds of years old. The fence that was torn down was probably 40 or 50 years old. Some of the oldest trees up in the hills here where they're still milling redwood are, I guess the oldest ones are almost 400 years old. So I'm not sure, but I'd say that wood was probably a couple hundred years in the making. It feels good to put it to use. And I kind of like the look, that sort of rustic look of old wood. So I just kind of sanded it down and used it. Anyway, so I had that pile out there. It feels good to have that sorted through because some pieces were cracked and whatever. So I cleaned it up. And I'm going to use some of that for building frames and then I'll use some for the top of the fence. I wasn't able to do the top of the fence today because I noticed when I laid the planks on top, the top wasn't perfectly flat, so there were like sort of gaps you could see light through. So I'm going to get a grinder, which, you know, it's a perfect excuse to buy a grinder. I'm surprised I never got one. But anyway, so I'll get a grinder and I can knock down some of the high spots and then put a cap on it, but I can do that tomorrow. It's getting pretty hot out there already, so I think I'm gonna take it indoors for a little bit and head out to the studio, and then still looking good for plein air maybe later. So, see what happens. Okay, a dozen 36 by 36 linen canvases. I hope I have room. Okay, so I think this is gonna work great. I need to make a different square because that aluminum square is actually too heavy. But other than that, I think it's gonna be great. I'm looking forward to giving this a try with a Cityscape this week. Cool. It is foggy at the coast, so I'm just gonna do a 20 by 20. This canvas, this linen canvas is it's a little loose and there's a few sort of wrinkles in it. So I'm just going to give it a quick spritz with the water bottle and then set it in the sun for a few minutes while I'm picking an image. That'll tighten it up, and it actually is tight already. It's amazing how fast that works. I don't even know if I need to set it in the sun. I think it's good to go. Look what I found. So, anyway, I never made it to the coast, but at least I got some work done, and there's always tomorrow. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.